Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the Fantasy Fanbase channel. My name is Joey and today I have some very exciting news for you guys regarding the KotLC's graphic novel Part 2. And as you have read on the title, Shannon Messenger has released the cover for the new graphic novel edition. And as you may or may not know, the artist has changed from the first graphic novel to the second graphic novel, meaning this is very, very important, interesting, and super exciting to see. I don't know about you guys, but I was very, very excited when she announced the graphic novel Part 2 because I read and enjoyed the first graphic novel very much, and revisiting and reliving all the fun memories from the first book in a new form, in an illustrated form is super cool to me. It means a lot to me, honestly. And seeing this cover was really awesome, and I'm so excited to share it with you guys. Before we get into the cover, make sure you leave a like on the video if you're excited, and comment down below what scene from the second part of book 1 are you most excited to see drawn in the graphic novel. Book 1 is filled with action-packed scenes in the second half, so there's a lot. And lastly, subscribe to our channel if you want more exciting bookish content. So let's dive straight into it. And this is very recent. Shannon Messenger posted a day ago at the time of recording about the cover. Let's just jump straight into it. Let's read her post. This is not a drill. The cover for the KotLC's graphic novel Part 2 is live. And it is everything, especially for all you Dex fans out there. You heard that correct. Dex is on a cover, and technically it's the first book, but this is the first time that Dex has been on a cover in so long, and people can finally technically, get to see that Dex is on another cover. So let's head over to the cover, and if you want to see the article for yourself, you can go use it in the link description, but we're going to show it to you guys right now. And 3, 2, 1... Here it is, the KotLC's The Graphic Novel Part 2, adapted by Selena Fren and illustrated by Valeria Tanaga Romanazzi. I really hope I said that right. But here it is, guys. We have Sophie on the left, Dex on the right, and as you can see, they are bottling starlight. And I don't know if you remember that scene, but it was a really nice and touching scene. Sophie and Dex kind of alone, bottling starlight. Very cool scene. And I'm gonna be the first one to say it. I'm in love with this cover. It's everything that I wished the first graphic novel cover was, but this one actually delivers. You have a nice, colorful scene. You have a great background. The hints of the green at the bottom, curving up, coming up into the light blues and then to the deep purples at the top. And then, for a bunch of depth and whatnot, you have the swirling starlight swirling all around the characters in the background. It's a very dynamic scene, but as you can see, it's focused on the device that they're using. I forgot what it was called or if it has a name. And then the expressions, are classic KotLC expressions, I wouldn't call it like an action scene, but at least there's something going on. I feel like in the first cover, there wasn't really anything happening. Like, I guess technically, I think they were light leaping, but it didn't look like anything was actually happening in the cover. It just looked like two characters, like showcasing characters. But this is an actual scene that we remember. It's a memorable scene. Basically what I'm trying to say, it is a big step up from the first cover, but I'm not trying to disrespect the past artist. Again, that being said, I do like the current artist a lot more than the first one. So diving a little bit deeper into the cover, we have Sophie in a really nicely designed, Foxfire uniform with a nice cape. The contrasting colors, the kind of muted pinkish with the blue. And then we have Dex on the greener side. One thing I do have to say is that Dex is wearing a very plain clothing. I don't think that's his Foxfire uniform. I'm pretty sure it's not. But his design, his character design seems to be very simplified. Like he's just wearing just a plain t-shirt and looks like jeans. I know it's not jeans. I don't think they wear jeans, but it looks very plain, but it's okay. Dex and his hairstyle, looks very Dexy. Sophie looks very Sophie-y. And I think if we compare this back to the character design of the first graphic novel, I definitely do like this design better. I think their eyes are a huge improvement. Their overall face structure and where the things are on their face. And I can't wait to see what the rest of the book looks like if this cover looks so good. Let's go back to Shannon Messenger's post and read what she has to say about it. Then come back so we can gush about the colors and the swirling light and how adorable our periwinkle-eyed BFF looks. And Sophie looks amazing too, of course. Seriously, the artist knocked it out of the park, and trust me, this awesomeness still won't prepare you for the gorgeousness coming your way when you get to see the interior pages. This book is seriously stunning. Every time I look at it, I'm like, heart eyes emojis. I don't know how to say that. I can't wait until December 2nd of 2025 when you can finally get your hands on it. I promise I'll share more info and teasers as soon as I can. In the meantime, if you want to pre-order your copy, there's a handy link in my bio, and that will be in the description as well. And remember to save a screenshot of your receipt for the pre-order giveaway, which will have more details about closer to release. And that is very important because that pre-order giveaway is basically free swag. It's not really a giveaway, it's more like if you enter, you're just gonna get free stuff. It's really cool. And that's all for now. I have to get back to writing, so I'll leave you to bask in the deck's adorableness. And yes, it is a pretty big achievement because, as some people in the comments have noticed, this is the first time Dex has been on a cover in 13 years. That's pretty monumental. People are saying it looks a lot better than the last graphic novel. And what I found to be really cool is that the artist herself, I think, is actually commenting and interacting with fans in the comment section. And this is what she had to say. It was a pleasure to work on this book. I hope my drawings make KotLC fans happy. I just found that really nice and wholesome that she's interacting with the community. And as Troy himself noticed, Dex on the cover, Dex on the cover. Oh, and the artist actually replied to Troy. I didn't even notice that. That's really cool. The artist replied to Troy. Nice. And as most users in the comment section did point out again, this means, as we've confirmed and as it's been swirling around, you know, there will be no book 10 this year in the fall. It's not happening. It's not happening. And most likely it will be coming out in the fall of 2026. So we're gonna have to endure another year-long wait. We'll make it through it. We've been doing it for about 5 years now, waiting for this series to wrap up. I mean, we're used to it by this point, although it's just disheartening. And yeah, so there was another post. After that, as we can see, all of the KotLC covers on display. 2 of the graphic novel ones, you can see them side by side. Clearly I like this new one better. Book 1, Book 2, all the way up to Stellarune and Unraveled. And again, the books will be available December 2nd, 2025 in hardcover and paperback. That's pretty cool. I'm pretty sure I just pre-ordered the paperback one, but there is that option. And she did give us a cool, interesting fact in this new post. Fun fact, this bottling starlight moment was actually the scene I originally pitched for Keeper #1 cover all those years ago, but we ended up going with a lantern scene we all know and love instead. So it's especially exciting to finally have that scene come to life in full gorgeous color. And bonus for you all, hashtag Dex on the cover people, it has Dex, looking particularly adorable, I might add. And yeah, that's about it for all the news. I do think that this new art style is a little bit more centered towards the older readers, and the older one looked a little bit more towards the younger readers, so that might play a part in how people are kind of determining whether they like it or not. And that being said, I do like it very much, as I've repeated throughout this whole video. But all in all, that is the takeaway of this video. We have this super cool, awesome new cover and new book, but it is kind of overshadowed by the fact that book 10 won't be releasing, and this kind of seems just like a placeholder, like a filler book while Shannon is still writing book 10. And she is always assuring fans in all of her posts that she is still writing, it's still coming out, she's still working on it. Assuming that this is the last book, she has to put in all the care, all of the details into this book, so it is only fair to give her all the time that she needs to write this book. And you gotta remember, she's got 2 kids to take care of. There's a lot going on. But that is gonna wrap up this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I want to ask you guys 3 questions for the comments. Number 1, do you like this cover better than the first book? Number 2, have you pre-ordered a copy? Because I have, and I'm very excited. And number 3, how are you feeling about book 10? I have a feeling what you guys are already gonna say, but yeah. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed the cover, I know I did, and subscribe for more KotLC news whenever it comes out. We will be the first to post them as soon as it comes out, so don't worry about that. And that's going to be about it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video.